vlog, or not vlog, but today's video is a little different. Coffee. Cheers. Philippines. So I'm gonna be talking about my vision board for this year, 2026. And I'm literally turning 23 at the end of the month. I made this back in like January. I'm not actually gonna show you, put a screenshot here, just because this vision board to me is very personal and it's something that I'm using for myself to keep track of, like my progress, my growth, and like my goals. This is like a little gist of what it looks like, but I'll go over like some of the things that I'm focusing on this year. It's still an ongoing list too, like I can still add or take away things. It's not end all be all, but yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about it and like go over it, even though I know maybe 1 to 5 people are actually gonna watch this through and through, but that doesn't really matter to me. I think I'm gonna hit 100 subscribers soon, and I don't really, I'm not trying to be a content creator or influencer or anything, but it's just nice knowing that whoever subscribed to my channel, wants to keep in touch with me, through videos, or, the YouTube videos I post. So that's why I'm kind of just, I don't really care, what I need another sip of coffee. I care about what I post to an extent, but in terms of, what I post, I don't care as much because I'm literally not trying to be a content creator, influencer, or anything. It's just a video diary of mine that I can look back at. I literally watch my own videos and stuff because I want to remember a lot of the things I went through and even stages of my life before. So this is why I'm recording this video, because later down the line in life, I want to look back at this video and see what my goals were when I was 22, almost turning 23 in the year 2026, especially because it's a year post-grad, basically. And I feel like this year already has been very transformative. So yeah. So I guess we'll start off with more of the superficial things. So for some of the superficial goals that I had on my vision board for myself was that I wanted to start running more and going to the gym more. So this is the fitness side of my goals. Yeah, and it's just because I was always athletic. I still am pretty athletic, I'd say. So I want to keep that going. And then I also have some fitness goals for myself and what I want to look like. And I feel like I've already kind of been hitting some. I lost some weight. I've been gaining a little more muscle as well. Peep the new tat. Thank you, Philippines. Yeah, so with the new tat, and I guess even my other tats, it motivates me more to kind of just, build muscle there. And yeah, so I want to run because I need to strengthen or improve my cardiovascular health. I used to run a lot when I did youth sports, and I feel like I lost a lot of that in college because I just didn't prioritize running as much, or even cardio. Even if it's just cardio too, it's fine, but I think specifically running I've always avoided because I wasn't forced to run anymore for sports or anything. But I just feel like I kind of want to regain my skill of running again. One, just in case of an emergency. Two, like for overall health. So my goal was to run at least once a week. I probably run like maybe once a month. So I need to be better about that. However, I've been pretty consistent with the gym. And I mean, at least there's that. And I do try to get in cardio through other ways. So sometimes when I have access to a basketball court, I'll just shoot around, maybe even play pickup if the opportunity is there. And that's like my cardio. And that's like running, right? So those are kind of my fitness goals. I mean, on my vision board, I wrote work for a hotter body. So yeah, that kind of summarizes like my fitness goals and stuff. And I also just want to be stronger overall. I think I already do have like a good amount of muscle and strength, but the grind don't stop. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for the next like, I guess section of my vision board, also peep the blue light glasses. Shout out Jordan. He gave me these. This kind of trickles into more of the creative things I want to do. Hold on, I can't really see that well. So I definitely want to vlog more. I started vlogging in college while I was living in New York, away from my whole entire family. And the reason why I started vlogging or posting on YouTube was because I wanted my loved ones back at home to kind of see the life I had there, what I was doing in my day-to-day. And it was also just a creative outlet for me. It was something I could do on the side apart from school, hanging out with friends and all of that stuff. Because this is something that I curate myself. It's something that I'm making an effort to do. And it's like my kid, you know? And I feel like with posting vlogs and stuff, there's like a part of me that comes out that I really appreciate. Also, I feel like the inner child in myself and even like my old like child self, I guess, hold on, sip of coffee, would really be proud of me like posting vlogs or videos on YouTube, just because I basically grew up on YouTube. I grew up watching YouTube. I even grew up making videos on my iPad with my friends or my siblings or my cousins. And it was always something that I took part in, like making videos and being creative like that. And also, I guess absorbing humor and like a personality from the content I would watch from YouTube. Like I feel like it shaped a lot of myself. So one of my goals was also to just vlog more, especially because I have more time to do it now that I'm out of school. And like trickling into that as well is like just talking on camera more, because it's like for me, I don't really have anything to lose because I don't have a lot of people watching my videos anyway. Shout out if you're still watching, by the way. So it's really, like these videos, this stuff is really like just for myself. I mean, yeah, it is for like other people who actually watch my videos too, but really at the root of it, this is like for me, for sure. And I guess still in that like portion of my vision board, another thing I wanted to focus on or put more effort into was to draw more. build more Legos, and just do a lot. Like, I'm a very experiential person, so honestly, I would choose an experience over a gift any day. So even doing like escape rooms and stuff like that, like I eat that stuff up. As for drawing, I was really interested in graphic design in college, and I still am. I still do that as part of like my job. But I think like drawing with a pencil and paper, even a pen and paper, it's so different. And I always used to doodle during class growing up. So that's something I wanted to take part in again. But honestly, the progress point, since it's May already, I haven't drawn a single thing. So maybe this is like a good check-in for that. And then for building Legos, a lot of my Lego sets broke when I moved from New York back to the Bay. So I need to rebuild those. I built one new Lego set, which is the flower one. I'll put a picture of it here. With the help of my little cousins. So there's a progress check for that. But in terms of rebuilding my other sets, I haven't started, or I haven't set time aside for that yet. So I need to do that for sure, because I have a lot of Lego sets that I built in New York that I need to rebuild again, because they broke too on the move. So it's just fragments of Lego sets in my room sitting there. So I might as well just put them together and build it again. Another goal for myself, not even a goal, but just something I'm thinking about on the back burner, is traveling more. I mean, I'd say I traveled a lot already during college, or even like my first year post grad. I've been traveling a lot. Like, I swear, ever since I graduated, I probably have been going to a new place basically once a month. Like, I've been on a plane once a month, I swear. It's been like that. So I'm really proud of myself for that. But I think now with traveling, I want to be more selective before I go. I mean, already this year in 2026, I went to the Philippines for the first time ever in my life. I've always wanted to go back to the motherland, and the fact that happened this year is truly just amazing. And I'm so grateful for that experience. I'm so grateful I got to travel there, see how life is there, see the state of the country and everything. Yeah, and I feel like after that trip, I appreciated being Filipino more. I appreciate like the diaspora of Filipinos who immigrated to America. It's just, my eyes were truly opened to the reality of like the motherland. Obviously, because I saw it firsthand, but even just meeting family members that I never knew I had was amazing. And we clicked like that. And there are no words to truly explain that experience as much as I'm trying to explain it now. Like, it's really just a first-hand experience type of thing. And honestly, in the thick of it, like while I was traveling in that trip, I dreaded a lot of it because I don't do well in heat. Also, we weren't running on a lot of sleep every day. We were going to a new city every like 2 to 3 days. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was jam-packed. But now that I'm reflecting on the trip in retrospect, I really appreciate that trip. and I got a little good souvenir out of it. But yeah, and I guess with traveling too, I recently went to Arizona for my older sister's grad school graduation. Back in 2024, I couldn't make my other older sister's grad school graduation. Anyways, they're both doctors. They have doctor titles, and just seeing what they've accomplished. Gosh, if they're watching this, I'm not trying to butter y'all up too much, but seeing what they accomplished, truly kind of changed my perspective a little bit on, life in the future. Because I feel like for the longest time ever, I had a very nihilistic perspective of life. And that is a very scary place to be in. And it's still something I think about from time to time, but just seeing my loved ones and people around me move forward in their life makes me want to move forward in my life as well. So there is kind of a new update I have. With that being said, definitely not at my full potential yet. And as I shouldn't be. I'm only 22, turning 23 soon. I'm still in my early 20s. And I just feel like I really value education. So this year, I am applying to grad school. I didn't want to go to grad school, or I was on the fence about it because I was really just tired from school and stuff. But now that I've been taking a break, and since I'm applying this round, I'll still have another 2 years, 1.5 years until I would potentially start a program. And it's not for sure. I'm just applying and seeing what offers I get. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I really value education. I really love learning. So I feel like with the way my life is going right now, and even with the person I'm becoming, I would like to go back to school. I've always, in undergrad, I networked a lot with my TAs and doctoral candidates, even my professors. And honestly, I didn't really know why I was doing that in the beginning. Yeah, I didn't know why at the time I was doing that. I just felt like I should. And I feel like I did that for a reason. And maybe the reason is so that I could consider grad school in the future and actually try to actively pursue it. Because I feel like my senior thesis opened my eyes to the realm of academia and writing published papers and stuff. And that stuff is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I could see myself doing stuff like that and teaching. I would like to be the professor that ignites something in a college student, you know? I've had a lot of those experiences, and wouldn't it be cool if I was the professor this time, right? Plus, I feel like with my senior thesis, there's a lot of underrepresentation with what I wrote about. And if you want to read the thesis, hit me up. So my senior thesis is still online. It's just kind of unlisted, so you would need the link to read it from me. So yeah. Also, since it's grad season now, I've been getting a lot of TikToks and seeing a lot of people post their graduations, and I feel like my high school graduation, unfortunately my undergrad graduation, even though I felt very proud of myself for both, I feel like those experiences were truly stripped away from me. If you know, you know. So I'm hoping that with pursuing grad school, I can kind of regain myself back in that sense, have a bounce back. And I feel like I could ramble about going back to grad school, but I tried on my older sister's regalia, and I could see myself wearing that, getting another piece of paper and having a doctor title. So the programs I'm applying to are going to be PhD programs. And I know that that journey is going to be very long and is going to take a lot of effort in itself. But honestly, I think it's worth it. It's something that I feel like would drive me anyway. And it's like, once you have that doctor title, no one else can take that away from you, you know? Like, my family didn't immigrate here for no reason. And it's like, because I have the drive and hopefully the stamina to do a doctorate program, I might as well take advantage of that, right? Not a lot of people are motivated to do a PhD or anything, but I think I am. So it's like, why not? Why not? Like, what is stopping me? So we will see whether or not I get in, whether or not I actually commit, or whether or not I actually stay the whole duration of the program. But I could literally make a whole nother video just about me going back to grad school and stuff, but I just feel like external circumstances pushed me to make or finalize my decision of actually applying, because I started applications before, I considered it, looked through the pros and cons, and now I'm at a place where the pros outweigh the cons for myself. And I mean, as far as like ethical concerns, I want my career or something that I do in the future to be ethical and line up with my morals. So as far as like ethics go, I hope academia or even doing grad school or a PhD program is like ethical enough for myself. But I think it's also because I think I push myself pretty hard in what I do. So I have a very high standard for myself, high expectations for myself. And I feel like with doing something like this meets that more. And yeah, so we will see. Okay, I know this video is going to be long, but in the more introspective section of my vision board, one of my goals is to heal from past trauma. And I guess in doing that, or even getting to know myself more, I recently got this new journal. I got a journal that looked similar to this when I did a solo trip to Hong Kong. And that journal is already finished and done. I was reading through the old... I usually never read through my old journal entries, but I did for that one. And it was because I knew and felt ready to reread those journals, because that was a long time ago. I feel like I'm far detached from whatever I was feeling during that time. And reading those again made me get a new one. I'm very picky when it comes to journaling. I usually used to journal on my iPad, but I want to use pen and paper this time. I have Muji notebooks and stuff like that, but I feel like when it's an actual diary, it hits different. So let me show you my new diary. This is a handmade, handcrafted Tibetan journal. So even the paper inside of it is handmade. Like, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? I purposely didn't write on the first page. I have other journal entries inside. But I wanted to just keep the first page blank. Yeah, I don't know why, but I just did that. And obviously I have to use Muji pens because Muji pens are my favorite pens. So even as part of my ongoing healing journey, I've been consistent with therapy as well. I don't think that's something that I would want to take away from my life. Therapy is very important. It's very helpful. It's like a puzzle piece that fits into my life, and I feel like that will be ongoing, maybe forever. So that's another thing. And I mean, technically I put this on to my vision board, but I'm not prioritizing it at all. But I put be more open to romance. And I'm kind of just like, I finally got to a place where I don't center my life. I wouldn't even say center, but prioritize romance or some type of or form of romance in my life anymore. I feel like I've grown so much. I've experienced so much to the point where I'm cool off that right now. Like, I'm so cool off that. Like, y'all could have that. It's just not for me right now. I'm not saying that I'll be closed off from that type of stuff forever, but as of now and maybe for a while, I'm so cool off that. And kind of shifting gears, well, I will prioritize are to deepen familial and platonic relationships. I'm very blessed to have the type of support system that I have. I think I have an amazing family. I have amazing friends. So because I don't care for romance, I don't care about I don't care about it right now. Like, this is what I'm going to focus on. The relationship I have with myself, the relationship I have with family members, and the relationship I have with my platonic relationships, because those relationships are the reason why I'm still here today. Even the relationship I have with myself. A romantic relationship, I feel like, gosh, even the thought of it. I feel like I'm always my best self when I'm single. And I've taken the attachment style quiz. I've taken it like 4 times already. And the first time I took it, I got like an anxious, disorganized, and kind of avoidant attachment style. But the last 3 times I took it, mind you, the last 3 times I took it, I was single. The first time I took it was when I was in a relationship. But the last 3 times I took it, I was very consistent with getting secure. And that is something that I don't want to risk losing. Also in part with like, I feel like I haven't met someone I could actually like be secure with. And yeah. So, especially for my most recent attachment style quiz result, like everything, like all aspects of my life, all of it was like in the corner of secure. And it's like, I cannot believe I got to that point, because I feel like myself up until now, I feel like I was a very anxious person. And the only way I got to my test results now was because I have been prioritizing the right things. I think my lifestyle is pretty healthy, and because I've been single, I feel like I wouldn't have been able to grow this much exponentially if after every breakup or something, like if I didn't take the time to be single with myself, I wouldn't have grown as much. So being single is such a blessing. I just feel like a lot of people influenced me before in the past to want relationships, to want even a situationship. And it's just not good. That's not like true to myself. So if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't really care right now. But I have other bullet points on my vision board, but I feel like I kind of hit them already. But yeah, that's just some of the things that I'm prioritizing this year. So yeah, shout out if you actually watched till the end. Like, you're actually a real one. You actually GAF about me. But yeah. Thank you. Bye. The next vlogs coming up will be hopefully the last 2 parts of my Philippine trip. More parts of when my old roommates visited me in California. And I have a lot of other vlogs from other trips I took and stuff. So Arizona, and I think maybe other San Diego vlogs too. Just, I have so many vlogs to edit, but I'm glad I got to do a little sitting and talking one. And also, this lighting kind of Tito, and I'm a little tanner now from my trip, so okay, anyways, bye guys. Sorry this was really long. Bye guys.